Oh, we live. I hope everything's good, man. Hey, G, I've done you dirty, man. I know you wanted a test run, so we're gonna have to see now, man. I just clocked we're live, man. I couldn't even help. Apologies.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good on my end.
Good. Yeah, I've got this new microphone thing, and hopefully it's all good. I bought it especially for you, Deej.
I wish we had. I just about to say, I heard new mic. I wish we had some new signings, man. But we're gonna get into it, my dude, man. What you saying? Everything cushy?
Yeah, not too bad, brother. Not too bad. Yourself?
Yeah, man. I mean, apart from football, I'm in good spirits. And as I always say, if we can complain about our football team and we're in good spirits, then we're a bit spoiled, man. Especially with what's happening globally, man. Yeah, man.
You on the football field?
Pardon?
You putting in the shift on midfield on the football field, or are you just doing a football manager thing?
I mean, right now I'm serving a band in it, like Xhaka. So
really?
Like,
what happened?
This weekend it's gone. Pardon me, what did you say?
What happened?
I don't know, man. I can't comment. I can't shed no light. I don't know,
wow.
man. It's Russia blood, man. Russia blood.
Wow.
I mean, referees just not letting things go, man. The game's gone down the toilet, if I'm honest with you, G, man. I mean, let me put it like that. Just defending myself and my teammates, bro.
The Black Jacker. I love it.
To be fair, I lost my captaincy at my old team like that. So yeah, man, Black Jacker, Bamian-esque, man. You're killing me, man. I've missed having you on this channel, man. I know we've already done much film, but we speak quite frequently, man. On a serious note, man, apart from how you been, we might as well just jump into it straight away, man. What do you make of January? I was going to ask you about us from a footballing point of view, but we've seen Aubameyang confirmed to Barca and whatnot.
To be honest, we all knew that something was going to happen in January, and we suspected that there would be movement in the striker department. To be honest, if I'm really honest with you, I really did hope that we'd bring somebody in. I was all in on Vlahovic on DV9.
Facts.
I was all in.
Facts.
I got swept up with it. Do you know what I mean? And they played us. He played us. The agent. He just got played again.
I can hear it, man. You said it there.
You know what I mean? We got played, and and credit to the manager. I thought they would have gone for the second and B plan or C plan, but they decided they're not going to panic buy. They're not going to bring in somebody who they didn't feel quite fitted. What Arteta sees as the right type of striker. Whether we agree with that or not, that's up for debate. But he was quite strong in what he believes to be the right kind of striker, and they decided to keep the powder dry till the summer. Obviously, with Aubameyang going, I think a lot of us feel that we've missed a trick. We could have brought somebody in, even in the short-term business, just to cover us for the end of the season. I think that department, does look a bit thin on the ground, where we haven't got many options, but he obviously feels that he's got internal solutions. He feels he's put a lot of trust in that squad that he's got left there. What is it, 17, 18 players he's got left 18 now?
Players, 17 games left in the Premier League. We're betting on a lot, really. We're asking for a lot of things to be cool.
We're asking for a lot, and a lot of plates are spinning. So, he's gone with that. Hopefully he gets it right. If he doesn't, I still think he'll be in the job, but the fans, it will turn. The weight of public opinion will be. It'll be turning against him, I think. Come the summer. So there's a lot riding on this decision, that they've made in January. So.
You're right. So where would you? All right. So if I ask you, is our squad weaker or stronger now that January's ended than when it opened? In your opinion,
I would say it's weaker, just simply because we haven't got the striker. I know Aubameyang wasn't playing. Well, he wasn't playing. He wasn't playing at all.
Bro.
When he did play, wasn't great. But you just feel that to have the option there, just to have somewhere, a body in that we can turn to, in times of crisis, it would have been better to do that. As far as the other positions are concerned. Xhaka and Partey will be probably have served their bans, or maybe one of them might have missed the Wolves game. I'm not sure, but I think we could probably get away with it if them two keep their Do you know what I mean? Keep their emotions in check.
But that's the thing for me, bro. Like, is it why do we always have to play that dangerous game? It's like the roof is leaking. We're asking, well, hopefully the weather, hopefully it's sunny for a couple of months, or we're in problems. It's like we've played obviously we've got away with it, but as you mentioned, Partey and Xhaka have had bans, we've had injuries, we've had COVID at various points this season. I'm not asking for too much per se to expect us to learn from it, and almost a double-edged question. Obviously, we had plan A targets. On one hand, I admire that you can't bring in what you want. There's no point just signing and overpaying. We've been down that street. But do you think, considering we finished back-to-back eighth, by all means, have your plan A, the household names. Do you think in the same way we sourced Lokonga and people of that ilk, you should at least be able to bring a midfielder or potentially a striker? Because some would say maybe because we've got no proper striker, surely this is the best opportunity to bring someone in, give them not quote unquote a free hit, but give them a little 6 months to adjust to the Prem and whatnot.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, Deej, would you have paid the 75 for Isak?
No, I mean, obviously, if you ask me 24 hours for the window, for obviously silly season, you get excited, but without emotion, it's overpaying. As you know, we sat on my channel, we spoke about Maddison. The same people that say Arsenal lacked ambition or would show ambition if they paid for it, would call them stupid. So they're almost damned if you do, damned if you don't. I might have been more likely to pay for it because, again, for years, and I'm sure you've seen it, he's one that's always been on our list. We're allegedly scouting him. So if we were to overpay, I'd say, all right, cool. But it's a one where, for that sort of money, we need to see champagne sort of stuff. He's very much a project, so probably not. But if I look at it on a cynical one, all right, Vlahovic, we tried to negotiate or whatever. We're going for a player that maybe didn't want to sign for us. We hear from October that he had an agreement with Juventus. Isak is Isak. We're always linked with Calvert-Lewin. That's a very volatile one to pull off in the best of days, much less in Jan. And obviously in the summer, we wanted Tammy Abraham and Lautaro Martinez. So within that period, my thing is, all right, cool. We're kind of moving away from strikers, bro. I know they're a bit of a red herring. There's a lack of quality per se. But centre mid is an evident area. Like, you're older than me. You've probably seen it. Oh, like, we've needed to improve this on the best of days. And it's almost made it worse, in my opinion. And it's, again, our technical director and the manager are midfielders. So it's like the midfielder, we all know he's betting on Xhaka and Partey. I can have my opinion. I feel that's very hit and miss. But we just don't have the depth. We don't have the eights. Even when we was winning games, for me, we were sitting there and saying, could we have seen a bit more from midfield, etc.? So for me, the lack of no midfield is really what hurts me.
Yeah, I can understand that, POV, to be honest with you. To be honest, before the window opened, I thought they would have kept their power to drive for the midfield. I thought all their chips are in the striker basket. Obviously, when you see Xhaka do what he did and then Partey come back, we were actually quite so unfortunate.
True Arsenal fashion with Partey, bro.
We were lucky that he didn't miss any Premier League games. In the first game he comes back, he shouldn't have been in the squad.
That's my point, bro. He shouldn't have been in the squad. My man was probably back in Ray and F on the plane, bro. Down in his sorrows. Like, come on. Like, he's vexed, bro.
I mean, they drag him off the plane, put him in the car, and then dress him up and get him out. That was a bit of a madness. And then no wonder he gets sent off. It was a lazy tackle, but he's probably jet lagged. He's not feeling right. He's telling you, I can play, but come on, man. It was a bit of a madness. But I don't know. I can understand the POV that people said that the people that are saying that we should have got a midfielder in. I would have loved to get a midfielder in, but I don't know which one. I don't know which one suits us. I mean, I know there was Arthur Miller. A lot of people are vexed about Guimaraes. Apparently, he had a brilliant game. Is it last night or the other night for Brazil?
Yeah. He done his thing for Brazil. We're going to see him live and direct in the Prem. I can't lie, I'm vexed, bro. Because obviously, I don't know about you, but for me, I'm starting to maybe a bit of a conspiracy theorist. I feel considering we spent, reading between the lines, I feel considering we spent 150 million, considering we heard, Edu sanctioned the Arthur deal, Arteta wanted it, and then they were told no due to finances. Arteta went to America. When I start to look away from the fantasy of what Edu said about in future markets we maximize and do things like that, was there ever money to spend? And then I look at it, we can't really sit there with Bruno Guimaraes. My problem with them things is obviously variable shift. As you said, we're clearly pressing for a striker. We might have said, let's leave the powder dry until the summer. But for me personally, it's like we hear all the time, you wanted him before he went to Lyon, you know him, he's someone that's very appreciated. And it's like,